There's that patch of grass I missed. Through there and dope. Run through there. Right, now. Lift off, fold, jump out. Let's get this gate open. So for the most part I'm going to leave this gate open today because we're just going to be driving in and out of this. Then, how do we get into that field there? Well, we know it's ours, so is the one next to it, the one on the other side of that wall. Maybe. Okay, let's go this way first. So can't drive through these hedges because there are fences between them. So it looks like we've got a couple of cottages here that again the ground could do with a clean up. There was a pile of debris here which I removed. There's our diesel tank, which is probably empty. But nice thing about this Farm Sim 25, you can now you have a slider. So let's buy 500 litres of diesel. So if we need to refuel our diesels, that's good. How's this look? This looks also bad moisture. So we've got a bunch of sheds here, which is good. Couple with doors. So I might use one of those for vehicles. I might use one for bales. We've then got a couple of long things there. Don't think we've got any silage bunkers. We've got another shed here which is open. This is all scrappy land. We've got some just bad trees everywhere, so we'll be clearing that out as time goes. No rush, just let's clear it out as we go. And as I said, that's our house there. And I've added a sleep trigger. I may add a workshop trigger to one of our sheds when I figure out which one I want it to be. Anyway, let's continue down here. Try not to get ourselves caught on the barbed wire. And oh, this is a much better field to get into. Okay, that's good. So I think what we might do here is pull that in a little bit more. There we go. And oh, I need to unfold things. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Hold and down H. Okay, AI worker. Work the headlands. Start with the headlands. 2 headlands. 4.3 meters. Skip lines none. And okay. I will let him get on with his thing. We will jump in here. I'm going to pull up the map and see if there is any other way to get to our farm. We're here. There's the store. And there's our farm. Oh, there's a farm track there, by the looks of it, which would take us to there. Also not our farm. This is a little bit awkward. What is that? Oh, that's Ben. That's... I think this is the main farm on the map. Not sure I can delete any of the things in it. So, not driven a 500. I think we've had 600s in the past, 800s. I'm not sure I've driven 800 either. Definitely had 900 series though. So, first time in a 5. It comes with a front loader, or optionally comes with a front loader, so I figured I'd grab one just to make sure we can do at least some things. We also don't have a grain silo. Probably going to need one when we get to harvesting the sunflowers. This is kind of weird. I'm guessing we'll get used to it, or we'll have to buy that yard and delete some things. Put in a road, and then, yeah, figure things out from there. It's a nice little drive down from the store, and there are a lot of grass fields along this south edge. That one to our right is quite impressive. Probably something we would want a big M to cut, or some serious mowing equipment, probably a big tractor. Definitely think we're going to need a tree chopping device of some description, probably a chainsaw. Haven't released the big sabers yet. Okay, while we're driving down here, it should give us the opportunity to check out this field on our right, which has a nice little pond at the bottom, and a gate there. Okay, I guess that's the way in. This should be easier to get through the gate, especially if I raise the forks and don't drive up the fence post. Or do drive up the fence post, I don't care. Okay. So we need actually unfold that. I'm not going to bother with guidance steering. This is the sort of job you can eyeball. Lower that down and turn it on. And there is definitely some grass on the ground. As I said, don't know how good this yield is going to be, but for right now, we're making hay, which is a good start. So I'm going to have the worker cut the grass. I will ted it. So as soon as the worker's finished in that other field, we can move it onto the last field that we own, or at least the last grass field we own. Get that one cut. We'll probably let a worker ted the last field while we run back to the store and grab the other thing, windrower. So once again, playing 4-day months, and that reminds me, ×3 speed. Can't tell the difference between where I've been and where I need to be. This could be an incredibly awkward situation. What I might end up doing is going back to the mowing and having a worker do this, because I really can't tell. Figure out what he's doing. Meanwhile, you go home. I'm doing this job because I can see what needs to be done. Okay. Also, it looks like he's nearly finished. I mean, it might just be that there is so little yield that I don't know. Obviously, from where we've been sitting, it may be part of the enhanced weather mod that we're cutting hay, there's no need to ted it. Might be worth coming back with the baler, just seeing what we pick up in the 2 fields. Well, we're keeping the tedder, so that's one thing. Definitely not keeping this mower, it's just doesn't fit down the lanes too well. That wasn't the gate there. Okay. Well, we're definitely finding entrances to the fields, that's a good thing. Not sure how to get into the big field that we own, although we might drive by that. Okay, so it's done. Turn that off, fold it back. And the fields are definitely ready to harvest. That much we know. Having problems with those trees. I'm probably, let's say I'm very inclined to remove those trees. Oh, that's the bale sell point. That's kind of useful. That means it's not going to be too difficult to get the bales sold once we've made them. So I said I want to go around this way. once we've done this headland, we'll go around the other way to get the outside of the field. And let's just drive up and down the middle. So this is a nice size. These are two nice sized grass fields. We don't have access to cows on this farm. That might be okay. There are all these scrub trees that are just a problem. That one there, actually inside the field and too low for the tractor to drive under. And another one. Yay. Let's give these a little bit of clearance, I guess. You can see how far away we are from the edge of the field. I'm not going to be cutting the entirety of this field this time. We also probably need a thing, a wood chipper. Because these trees are not going to make great logs. Also probably going to need a trailer at some point. Not just the little truck. I think the little truck's probably going to work out nicely for hauling bales. Don't need to stack them too much. It goes faster than a tractor, but it allows me, I can drive that out into a field and spike the bales and stick them on the back without having to use another tractor to do the work. And it was quite cheap. So, also going to be good when we get into productions for getting out there and moving Okay, we do have the vehicle inspector, so I can see what all is going on and not going on. The class appears to be stuck in a telegraph pole. Dude, come off there. I'll turn you back on. Why do you insist on driving into that? Let's just drive you over here. Now the interesting thing with workers in this game is they will actually go and do the bits they missed, or you missed, because the guidance steering and the workers all run the same courses. So because of that, you can start doing a job because you think the worker's not going to do a great job with what you're doing initially. But then you can say, okay, I'm on the middle bit, I'm just going to get the worker to do it and I'm going to do something else. Or you could do it the other way around. I'm going to do the headlands, worker can do the headlands and then I will do bits in the middle. Frankly, unless I can't figure out where the headland is, I'm probably going to do the headlands myself because the workers do make a chore of it, whereas I can just drive around like that. We're all good, and the worker's going to go backwards and forwards a ton of times, and you just let the worker go on. That has worked out quite nicely. Okay. So I think, as I said, once we've finished mowing this, I am going to run this mower back to the shop. we'll trade it for the more friendly, space-friendly mower. We'll bring back the windrow, obviously, but I might then go and fetch the baler as well. All of the equipment so far will run on both tractors. The Deutz is, I think, 181 horsepower, and we did pay for that engine upgrade. The class came with an engine upgrade, so if we go, good saving, go here and vehicles, the class is 165, which I think is top horsepower, and then the Deutz is 183, but we don't have anything. Class FL140, that's the front loader. That is 80 horsepower, that is 150, so both tractors can run it, yes. The windrower 60, the Tedder 60, the windrower 80, and yeah, so frankly I think we are absolutely fine with what we have running at the moment. Now eventually we're going to start buying bigger equipment. I can foresee a cultivator that requires 180 horsepower in the future, and if we do that, then that will not be a job that the class can do. But that's fine. We also have a lot of money. I started with, this is farm manager mode, £100,000, because you can't start with zero. And for some reason, this map, there's a couple of maps where you get the starting equipment regardless, which a little disappointing, because I kind of wanted to pick the amount of money I had and then buy land and equipment from that. As it was, I started with the minimum 100,000. I'm not sure if I could have started with 100,000 with 100,000 loan, which would have meant that I have to pay off the 100,000. Didn't really have enough time to investigate that. But then I sold off all the equipment, and it came that the equipment was worth more than £1 million. What that does mean is we can afford to buy a harvester, which a lot of these series we don't start life with a harvester, we just start life with a least harvester when it's time to harvest, and potentially the first 2 years end up as leasing a harvester until we can actually afford to buy a nice harvester. And over the course of the first 2 years we'll buy more land so that our income per year is higher. So by the time we get to the third year of harvest, what we can sell in the course of a year is more than enough to buy ourselves a decent harvester, especially if one comes up on sale. See, that's the other thing. No harvesters in the sale, but that's fine. We can just wait till one is. Okay. Worker is still working. And again, don't know how well he's doing. Should we have a look? The worker is up a tree. Of course he is. I have no way to tell if that field is now all hay or what. So let's see. Who knows? I'll give him a little bit longer, and if he gets stuck again, I may just put him out the field and put him into these two. Because the way I look at it, these have less things in the way, so he'll probably end up working these fields without a problem. Let's finish this end bit, and then we can do the bit we missed. I might head this field first. I think the Aryan will put